Hello, everyone. We are back with another top five video, and this time we are going to uh, talk about our top five crazy moments of the season. We felt like, sometimes when you think back to a season, uh, you kind of you're reminded of a season by certain moments, and so we've gone with a handful, and I feel like these are all off the pitch crazy moments. But Ash, do you want to take us away?
Yeah, number five, and this was very, very talked about, was the stupid, absolutely stupid WPLL rebranding to WSL football and the no relegation meeting that the WPLL had. So the WPLL floated the ridiculous suggestion that they would scrap relegation until 2030 in the WSL in order to increase the WSL to 16 teams. Instead, they scrapped themselves, rebranding the company to WSL Football as an umbrella under which they organize the championship that is now rebranded to WSL 2 and the WSL. So, yeah, absolutely ridiculous. Don't fix what ain't broke moment from the WPLL.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. But shout out to the WPLL to try and pilot drinks at different stadiums, which I do respect.
Yeah,
If I ever go to see a football match, it'd be nice to have some beer.
yeah.
Yeah, but our fourth moment was basically Robert De Pau getting sacked. Again, it kind of came out of nowhere. Aston Villa had that weird first half of the season where they were performing well but could not get results. But then I think the shocking thing about the whole incident was the reason why Robert De Pau was sacked. um, there were basically some body shaving allegations. Reports came out that it was due to a toxic dressing room environment where DePau made some disparaging comments about players' bodies, and he came out with a ridiculous tweet saying that he was disgusted by the allegations and that he was a former social worker and a father of a daughter. So yeah, we've seen different versions of this when men are accused of anything ranging from misogyny to worse things. But yeah, Ash, what is your third crazy moment of the season?
Okay, number three was the Jonas out graffiti. So Arsenal lost to 5-2 to Bayern Munich, and was the scoreline sort of seems kind to Arsenal actually. And just before the Chelsea game, an Arsenal fan or maybe fans graffitied Jonas out in white on the brick wall opposite Emirates Stadium, following which Arsenal lost 2-1 to Chelsea. And I think that was the final straw, and Jonas basically tendered his resignation. So, well done,
Yeah.
Arsenal fans.
Yeah, I think this list has a lot of sacking related stuff, because in at number two is Gareth Taylor being sacked right before the Chelsea saga. So Taylor had a series of bad results, and then I think the draw against West Ham in Dagenham was basically the final nail in the coffin for Taylor. So basically, the club sacked Taylor and appointed former boss Nick Cushing. Obviously, we know if you've checked out our WSL quiz episode that Nick Cushing was Man City's manager for a good 7 to 8 years. So
7 years.
anyway, Cushing makes a comeback, and the club bring him back in the hope that they can win the League Cup, secure Champions League spot for City. And this literally happened like 4 days before the League Cup final, which is even more bizarre. And of course, Cushing achieves none of those goals. Does not secure Champions League spot, does not win. And of course, I mean, honestly feel like it's not really on him because they did have really bad luck with injuries this
Yeah.
season. But Ash, do you want to tell us our top moment, crazy moment of the season?
At number one, also related to Manchester City, we have the Chloe Kelly saga. So basically, Kelly was not getting game time and having fallen out of favor with Taylor, basically took to social media to express her disappointment with not being allowed to go on loan to United. She then doubled down, saying that the club is running a smear campaign against her, and finally managed to secure a move to Arsenal, and has sort of like badgered her way to getting a permanent contract with Arsenal. Like badge tapped her way to getting a like a permanent contract with Arsenal. To
Yeah.
be fair, that Champions League run that deserves it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Chloe Kelly, yeah, I mean, it's a story, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right before the Euros, she had to force City's hand, and she did what needed to be done, and she's now a Euros winner, a Champions League winner. Wow, what a life!
yeah,
Anyway, that brings us to the end of our top five crazy moments episode. Uh, a reminder to all of you out there to like our videos, subscribe to our channel, and tell us some crazy moments that I'm sure, have missed in our top five list. Do let us know.